walking out to this field. This is a 1700s field, and there used to be an old rice mill here, and this mill ran all the way up through the Civil War. So we're going to check this place out. We're running our Minelab Manticore today with our custom ferrous limits. So stay tuned. Let's see what we can find. It's a beautiful day, a little bit overcast. A lot of targets out here. I can see brick. I can see dish laying around everywhere. So should be something out here. We've never explored this field before. Look at that brick. Yeah, nice colonial brick. So should be something nice out here. We'll keep you guys posted. I'm a little bit out of breath. I had to run and move my truck. It was in the way of one of the tractors. But this should be a fun hunt. So stay tuned. Let's see what we can find. We just got our first target that we just popped out of the ground. And it's a nice one. It's a big one too. It's about a quarter size. And we're gonna show it to you right now. Hang on. So down here in the hole, you guys can see it. Got a nice big old flat button. Look at the nice shank on the back of this one. Stand-up shank. A little bit larger than a quarter. So, yeah, that one was ringing up, I believe it was a 24-25 on the Minelab Manticore. And we're hunting in a new spot. And it's producing, and we're getting bombarded by the deer flies. But, yeah, we're going to see what else we can find in this location. So stay tuned. But there we go. We'll start the day with a common flat button, probably from the 1800s is what this one looks like. And we'll see if there's anything else hiding in here. Hopefully there's a coin or maybe a military button waiting on us in our near future. But there we go, and that's how we start our day. Okay, we got our next find here, and this is pretty unique. I don't think I've ever found anything like this. Again, we're on a 1700 site. It dated all the way through up until the late 1800s, early 1900s. And this was definitely an interesting find. I wasn't expecting this. I'll let you guys see this. It was ringing up a 24-25 on the Minelab Manticore. And we're going to show you the find. So you guys take a look at it. Pretty strange. If somebody knows what it is, then let me know in the comments. But here we go. Let's take a look. So down here, you guys, sorry about the shadow. You guys can see that. And it sort of looks like it's got a face on the front of it. And it looks like it might be a Roman soldier, possibly. It's made out of, looks like to be lead, but definitely unique design. I've never found anything like this before. So definitely interesting. We'll clean it up some more. And but yeah, not sure what that came off of, if anybody's seen anything like that before, but it's definitely interesting. And we stumbled upon it. You guys can see there's the woods, all these old oak trees. Some of these are sort of old, and some of them are fairly new. It looks like it's been thinned out in here. But there we go. So we got us some sort of a soldier, top part of a soldier, bust of a soldier. Okay guys, we got another great find. Now we just dug a 2-piece button and the back was knocked off of it. I'll show that to you guys in a few minutes. But right now we've got a find down here, and I want to show you guys this find as well. And again, we're hunting a new field, a field we haven't been in before. They've recently plowed it, and it used to have corn all in it. And we know that there was a rice mill near this location. So we're out here. We found a ton of brass artifacts, but nothing of anything of importance. But I'll show those in the wrap up. And let's take a look at the find that we have down here. So if you look down here in the dirt, you will see we got us a nice flat button. And again, not too far from where we dug our last button as well. So we're glad to finally get a button. We've been waiting on that for a while. And we'll keep after it and see if we can find you guys something else. But again, having a ball. We've dug a lot of targets. Just nothing of any importance as of yet, but it's coming. I know it's coming, so stay tuned. Okay guys, we might have us another button down here. Let's take a look. We're running our Minelab Manticore with the 9-inch coil, running our custom ferrous limits. We're running all-terrain low conductors. So let's take a look at this button. And it's a small, just like about a, smaller than a dime, probably a cuff button. The shank's pushed in on it. But this thing was ringing up pretty high. You guys can see it, but nice little cuff button or shirt button possibly. And nothing on it though, unfortunately. And again, I think we're on the house site now. We've got a lot of iron in the ground, which I'll let you guys hear that in a few minutes. But again, I think we're onto something. But let's see what else we can find. Maybe there's just a military button hiding in here. Okay guys, we got us another button, I believe. And this was ringing up a 2726 on the Minelab Manticore. Let's see what we got. Look down here in the ground. Check that out. And there we go. Got us a nice flat button. No design on it. And we're knocking fire out here. We're definitely on the home site now. As these buttons are starting to come out. We got the farmers are playing some music. Y'all can hear the music in the background. I might have to see if I can fade it out. But anyway, there we go. So again, we're on this home site. Used to be a rice mill over here. Getting over here in these trees, and there's brick laying all over the place. So we really feel like we're on the home site, or a home site that was near this rice mill. So stay tuned. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, we've got another one out here. Looks like we got another flat button down here. And again, these were pretty common for these working plantations. You guys can see it right there. Check that out. Still got a little bit of silver wash on the front of it. That's probably just the tin in it. Makes it look that way. But again, another button. And we're having a ball out here. We're hoping for military. We dug the back to a 2-piece button, which we think was military. And we're just going to keep on after it and see what else we can find. And all right, guys. I think we might have done it again. This time, this relic is a sweet one. And we haven't seen one this big. I can promise you that. So this is probably the largest one that we've ever found. And again, we're on an 1800s, 1700s site. It's colonial, and it runs all the way up through the 1800s. But let me show you what I got here. This was screaming at a 57, 58. We're gonna flip the camera around here. And down here in the hole, guys, you guys can see it right there. Look at that. Check out that lock keyhole cover. And it's got WH on it with the little crown. But that is a big one. I don't think I've ever found one that big. So this went on a big lock for sure. And made of solid brass. Definitely 1800s all day long. And we'll take that. We're doing really good with these artifacts. And this stuff is coming out of here really nice. We're right near this old rice mill. So there you go. Nice big keyhole cover. Looks like we're on a button feeding frenzy, as looks like we got us another flat button down here. And again, I know we're on an old home site. We're gonna flip this around. And there it is. Look at that. So yeah, we got us a nice flat button. This one looks like, at first I thought it might have some design on it, but I don't think it does, based on what I'm seeing. But there we go. Yeah, nice little flat button. Again, it's like a tomback, possibly mid to early 1800s, possibly, off of this old home site. We got another flat button down here. And again, these were pretty common for these working plantations. You guys can see it right there. Check that out. Still got a little bit of silver wash on the front of it. That's probably just the tin in it. Makes it look that way. But again, another button. And we're having a ball out here. We're hoping for military. We dug the back to a 2-piece button, which we think was military. And we're just going to keep on after it and see what else we can find. Okay, we just got a banger. It was a 5857 on the Minelab Manticore. We were really hoping that this was going to be a nice coin, but it didn't turn out to be. It turned out to be another dang button. But again, I'll dig these buttons all day long, which means they were in here. And let's take a look at this button. You guys can see it right here. Check that out. And this is a nice high quality button. And shank is broke on it, but it's thick. You guys can see the thickness of it. But again, nice high quality. Looks like about the size, a little over the size of a dime. And again, somebody rich wore this one because of the thickness of it. So maybe we're getting on the older part of the site. I think we were on the slave cabins a few minutes ago. And now we're getting some of these higher quality buttons, or they could have dropped it right here near this old rice mill, as we're in between rice mill and maybe an old home site. So we're going to keep after it, and we're digging buttons, so we'll take it, and maybe one of these buttons is going to have something on it. If it doesn't, then hey, it was fun. We've been out here digging artifacts. A lot of people would love to be doing that as well. Okay guys, I'm not going to bore you with button after button, but we just dug another one. They're everywhere out here. So we're going to flip the camera around and down in the hole, or in the spoils of the hole, is another quarter-size flat button. But this time we got the shank intact on this one, which is pretty cool. Nice shank on it. And you guys can see it there. So a lot going on in this area. It's really hot out here. It's humid today. And you guys can see we're digging a ton of buttons. Just nothing on them. And we probably won't show another button unless it's got something on it, because I know you guys are tired of seeing me dig buttons and show them. So we won't show any more buttons. But there we go. It's a button feeding frenzy today. And some of the buttons I hadn't even shown. The ones that have been broken I haven't even shown. So again, we'll show them all at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Thanks for tagging along, and let's see if we can find something else. All right guys, we're back in the woods, and we've been talking about this rice mill while we've been out there metal detecting. Guys, you got to see this place. So I'm going to show you. Look here, where this is probably where the old chimney was. You guys can see down here along the side, you can see the bricks of the old chimney for the rice mill. Flip that around. Check those bricks out on the side. Stick that down there a little bit. You guys can see that. And there's the other side of it. And then there's a little bit left of the wall. We're going to show you the wall too. Let's walk over here. Check out the wall that's left. You guys can see it right there. Look at these old bricks for this old rice mill. Check those bricks out, guys. Isn't that neat? And this is all that remains of the rice mill. And what's left of it. It's all up in here in these woods. Look at this piece of metal. Look at these metal bars coming out of the ground. That is so cool. Got a little bit of threading on them. Here's the front of that wall and what's left of that. You guys can see that as well. So yeah, really cool. And just think, back in the 1800s, people were scurrying all around in here, and they were doing some work and gathering the rice. And over here off to the side is the river, and there was a barge slip right there where they would come in on the barge and come up to this rice mill. So this will tell you a little bit about this place. So you guys got to come along for the journey. Wow, we had an amazing hunt today. Thank you for coming along for the adventure. And again, we're going to show you our finds, and we're going to get out of here. The mosquitoes are starting to tear us up. And we look forward to having you guys join us again. Hopefully everybody will. And check out our other content, as always, on Southern Relic Adventures. We got something for everybody. So check us out. We appreciate it. And stay tuned for the wrap-up video as it is coming next. Thanks for coming along on this adventure. And we're going to say bye-bye to our place. It's getting a big makeover here. And they fenced it in to keep the deer out. But, yeah, we had a ball hunting out in this field. And but we'll be back. We'll be back, and hopefully there's some more stuff hiding in here for us. Wrap up, guys. We had a fantastic day. We've got a few nice little artifacts here today, and we were going to start off with this. Looks like a rimfire cartridge for something really old. You guys can see that there. And not real sure, but I'm thinking that's got to be Civil War or pre-Civil War. Not real sure, but I could be wrong on that. And then some odds and ends pieces, brass pieces that I dug. You guys can see that. That looks like maybe a drawer pull, possibly. A little hinge, an umbrella parasol. Not real sure what that is, but got that. Saw a nice piece of blue feather laying out there. Some pipe stem. And then we go to our buttons, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we dug this piece. And this piece is really unique. Check that out. Looks like a Roman soldier, and it's made of solid lead. And I can't tell if it was a pin or what, but really interesting artifact there. And I'm going to be sharing that with the owner, but just a really neat piece. An old iron buckle, you guys can see there. A big old fishing weight. Look at the size of that thing. A honking fishing weight, and another fishing weight. So 2 big lead fishing weights. And that's our day for the most part. And hopefully you'll enjoy the hunt. This might take us a little while to edit all of this, but we'll get it edited and we'll get it up real soon. So stay tuned for that. And again, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And again, check out all of our other content on Southern Relic Adventures. We got something for everybody on there, from beginner to advanced. We have our live streams on Friday nights. Come and join us. We just have a lot of fun talking metal detecting. So again, hopefully everybody's having a great week, and we will catch you guys real soon on our next adventure. And stay tuned for more stories from the dirt. All right, take care, guys.